Hi there. I don't know about you, but I've had a lot going on. We had Junk Journal July. These are things that are left. I keep my leftovers or my projects in one of these plastic folders. So, Junk Journal July, our daughter is getting married, so I had items in there about her. I have design team, Be Happy stationery projects. This is from an accordion journal that I was working on. And this is from Sugar Pepper Press. So I have leftovers of many things. I'm calling it leftovers, but they're good. I don't want to throw them away. I'm not done. But what do I do with all the extra stuff when the actual project is done? Now, the Sugar Pepper Press journal, first signature. I want to make more. I love this kit. It's about Psalm 23, and I've worked a lot in it, but as you can see, I have more I want to do because I have all these things left, which is wonderful. I like it, but I want to add on to it without printing more. I also have digitals where I've only printed on one side. What do I do there if I want a double-sided? So I was sent a gel printing plate. I've always wanted to try them. I wasn't so sure about the acrylic paint on the gel plate, but I do have all of these distress oxides in colors that I like, which happen to be really good. Pardon the sound. Just a moment. I'm going to open it and mute for a second. So it's a gel press foundation. Foundation, is that the right word? I don't know. It's gelatinous. You put paint on it, the paint comes back off again. And it gives you instructions, and of course, as we do, junk journalers, we watch videos. So this is not the official video of how to use a gel press. I am learning, but I thought I'd come and share one reason why I'm learning this. I want to put things on the other side of digitals that I've printed, so without printing more, because one side printed is lovely. I already have all these distress oxides, and using them makes sense to me. I'll tell you the colors: Broken China, Shaded Lilac, Rustic Wilderness, Speckled Egg, and Uncharted Mariner. Now these are the distress oxides. So they have like a chalky, they're less transparent, they're more opaque. And I've been playing. So here are some of the things that I've done with them, with these colors. Wait a second. Now that's sticky, that thing. I have to find one of the plastic. So these are some of the prints that I've done with stencils, with things that I already have in my room. And sometimes I've done the brayer on the other side. So you can see they're okay. They're not stellar. And this is the most inexpensive copy paper that I had in the house, my husband's. It's so thin. And yeah, I wouldn't use it in a journal, but apparently I'm using it to practice my gel printing. You can see sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different. I think this is the one I started with, just putting a coating of one of the, or more of the Distress Oxide inks on the gel plate. Yeah, pretty colors. I like the colors. Okay designs, but I've decided I know what I'm going to do with them. So just let me show you quick what I did. Again, this is not a tutorial on how to use a gel print. This is me learning, and you may already know so much more than I do. But in the meantime, let me share. So I have these Distress Oxides. I could put just one on the gel plate. That's what it is. And it's weird. It's like jelly. But I've been putting more than one on. And my hands are blue because I've been doing this for 2 or 3 days. But it's fun because, yeah, I finished our daughter's wedding shower journal. And I wasn't ready to start another journal. I just wanted to play a little bit. And this way of playing with ink and paper is very good for my mental health, for my well-being. It's good for promoting peace. I can listen to something if I want to, or because I have a computer over here, an old one, where I stream YouTube. So I can watch one of you crafting if you have a channel. Or I just sit in quiet and I look outside this way and I have some pretty flowers outside and the bees are buzzing and a bird lands in the bird bath. Yeah, I can think, I can pray, I can talk to God, I can just play. So you can see there's ink on the brayer. And then, so there's plain, okay, we'll do this first and then I'll show you the next. Just plain paper down on here. And then you can rub it like this. It dries so fast because there's not a lot of ink on here. And this kind of ink dries quickly anyhow. You lift it up. It's very satisfying to lift up. And sometimes there's marks like this. It's very uneven, isn't it? That's okay though. That's fine. I'm going to put down some more ink and brayer it on. And I don't even remember what I did where. So I'm going to do something different. These colors, they sort of, I think they go together. One of the many items that are on my wish list is it's called Color Cube. That's what it's called. And it's by a certain creator. And she has made up a cube of color cheats. They're cards. And they tell you what colors will go together. And so that's on my wish list at some point. I don't have an iPad or anything. And I'm not striving to be particularly good at digitals, so a physical card would work for me, but that's in the future. Now this is a stencil, obviously, and I'm going to put this dark green. It really is startling, but you'll be able to see what happens when I brayer it on. So the parts that are green are only going to go through the stencil. In an ideal world, you and I will find out together. And maybe you do this already. Maybe you're much better at this than I have learned how to be yet. And I would love it if you'd leave me some kind of words in the comments so that I could maybe learn something. Okay, I'm now going to take the brayer and I'm going to push it down, and that'll also smoosh the stuff that we put on first. We'll see what happens. It's an adventure. One of those kinds that there is no harm nor foul. It's just paper, and very inexpensive paper, I'll have you know, too, because my husband will only use inexpensive paper in his printer. For what he prints, it's for his own use. If he needs something, I'm thrilled to be able to print it for him on my beautiful printer. But, okay, now I still have ink on here, remember? I have to be careful not to get it on the desk. I am now going to put another sheet of paper down, and we're going to see what's going to happen. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to lift the stencil up. I don't know if you'll see it on there. Maybe you'll see it. And let's put the paper down. And I've seen creators do this kind of printing with stencils that are about letters. So of course the letters, depending upon where you put it down, you can have them the right side or the wrong side. But now I'm going to just use this to write it down, which will also put color on this side of the paper. And you're going to ask me, or maybe you're asking yourself, or maybe you're not, but what are you going to do with all these papers, Lori? Especially since you don't like the actual physical paper, because it's kind of rough and kind of thin. You know, wine. Sorry. And not the good kind of wine either. Well, I have an idea what I'm going to do. Both with the leftovers or the digital parts that are left from making projects and these prints. Look. Ta-da! Isn't that neat? I like it. I'm going to put this down here and well, maybe I'll do the other one. Hang on. Let's see if we can put any extra paint on here on the gel print, the green. Remember, the green will be on the opposite side. Let's see if we can make another print. Sorry, it's mowing lawn day around our house. My husband started this morning because it's supposed to rain here the rest of the week and everybody's concerned about having their lawns mowed. So if you can hear something, perhaps you'll wonder what it is, and it will be, let's try this. Let's see what happens. I'm now going to put this down, and we're going to swipe it on. And you know, this really is playing. I don't think I could be serious about this, otherwise I might be a little upset about the end result. It isn't as without, at least for me, yet. It's not without mistakes or issues. But what I'm going to do with these papers, it won't matter. And you'll find out why. Look. Ta-da! Very different, isn't it? Very different. Wow. I don't know what the terms are. I don't know what the correct way of doing things is. But I am having fun. And isn't that what that's about? And there's still a little bit of ink on here. Maybe a little more than a little. This is the side with the ink, I believe. Or is this the side with the ink? No, it's this side. I'm now going to put a little bit of water on. And again, I am not the expert, but I am an expert at playing. So, we're playing together today. Happy Tuesday. This is the Tuesday video. I make videos twice a week. Once on Tuesdays, once on Fridays. For the month of July, I made a video every single day. That was interesting. But I really did like interacting with you. I don't think this is going to be as successful, but that's okay, right? That's okay. Ooh. Here we go. I'm going to put this down. Boom. Very messy hands. Fortunately, soap and water exist. And this is a water-based medium. And I have the distressings. Do you have any inks in your pages that you're not using? This would be perfect. And you know, you could have a gel plate, maybe, and you could do this. But maybe you don't. That's okay too. I would imagine you could try this on glass, like this is glass, or you could try it on a plastic bag. Just see what happens. It's okay. If you have the items already, it's okay. I'm just going to wipe it down. And then I'm going to move on to what I'm doing with these pages. at this point. I'll go back and clean this properly. When I watch some of the videos of creators from years ago, and I'm talking 11 years on YouTube, where they were doing this, some of them were like 2 years ago. I've been struggling a little bit with some health issues, and so my chair with my TV streaming YouTube, yes, we do the things that keep us at peace, don't we? Playing with paper is very peaceful to me. I started my Monday out doing this. Actually, I was doing it on Sunday too. There we go. All right, we are now going to put the plastic back on top of here and put it back in the container. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Here's the ones we did together just now. Very different. Those stencils that I made this from, they were on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was finished with them in their house, and so it was very inexpensive. This is just a plain one. This is a multicolored one. This is one that's sort of multicolored. So different textures, different options. Sometimes on the back I did something. This was with water. This was just the stencil. Don't care for this one very much. This one was the blues with this twisted citron. So I probably won't use that. This was, I didn't show you. That was an embossing folder. I don't know where it went. This is more stencils. I don't know what I did there. And more, and more. And this last one. There we are. So, what am I doing with them? What am I doing with all the extra stuff? Yes. Guess what I'm going to do? And I learned that from one of us junk journalers. This is a sketchbook. It has paper in it. I was going to draw teacups in here, and I didn't. And then I watched someone suggest that all our offcuts and all our extras from whatever we're working on, and for me, it's the Sugar Pepper Press. I just had it. There it is. The digitals. I have extras, full pages, but I have small bits too. So the small bits, like this, for example, she suggested that when we're done our project, we just keep a sketchbook or paper handy and make a collage. Yes, yes, please. So all of these are in similar colors that I like, that are part of the digitals. I'll link below to the digital that this is from. But you see how it works? I like these colors. I can make a master board out of these colors. Whether they're my own with the gel plate, and also, probably like you, I have book pages that I can do that on. So, use my tear ruler and tear wider, thinner. Whether it's cut or whether it's torn, it can go down and things can go over top. And the colors are cohesive. All right, let's use this as a glue base so the glue doesn't get on my book. But it wouldn't matter because it's going to be a masterboard. All right, so when I'm done the masterboard, what then? I'm so glad you asked. I have another idea of what to do. I think what I'm going to do when I'm done the masterboard, you're going to see this on Friday and how I use it. So I'll work from now until Friday on this, just keeping myself occupied. In my quiet moments, I don't sit for hours. That's not good for me. So I do a little bit. I get up. I might go put a load of laundry in, or start supper, or work on something for a Facebook group, or whatever else is going on. My son has a business, and it's a video business, but it's a business for people that are in business, so it's B2B. And he has this podcast that he wants to start, where he and the client, they experiment with different things that they're trying out, whether it's things like taste testing Jelly Bellies beans, or they play a game together, and this is on camera. And then he films them doing it. So he needed somebody to shop basically online for different options. So I found some really neat games and dad jokes and things to make that these two people can make together online. What are we going to do? Let's put another one of these, a different color. Let's do this one. Yeah, so I made him a list on Amazon of different options, things he could try with his client. And so that keeps me busy too, doing things for my son. Any of you with children who have their own business, you know what I mean. We enjoy helping out, being relevant in their lives, even when they're grown. So I play in my craft room for a while, and then I go do something else for a while, and then I come back and I do this. Right now, this is using up what I have is my focus. One more. We're going to put this down. You see how it all goes together? Some of it is the gel print, some of it is the leftover digitals. It'll all go together. It'll make a masterboard, and then I'll cut it out. I'll be able to make tags and such. But I'm going to put something else on top of it. Let me show you. I have these stamps. Someone sent me these too. They're the Stampers Anonymous label frames. And what I did was, I'll show you. So the end result was this. But I took one of the gel prints, just like this, and I used my Stencils ink, and you can see it's on a clear backing, that it came that way. I thought, okay, let's just do it this way. I'll leave it on the clear backing. I'll stamp it with ink, hopefully enough ink. And because it's not the gel print is not perfect in the sense of being very defined, having labels that are not defined also, put it this way, no, let's put it this way. It'll be okay. So you can use it to make you can use your gel prints, you're playing with ink, as a way to make a cohesive masterboard, tearing it up, or just like so, you can make labels and just cut them out. And then once they're cut out, I can stamp other things on, or I can put one of the fussy cuts that are left over in a label on the gel print. I'm going to see if I can find one so I can show you what I mean. And then that can go on the masterboard when you cut out what will be tags, etc. Oops, just fell on the floor. See, I could paste that down and then find a fussy cut. Okay, here's some fussy cuts. So this is like a label itself. I can put one of these down on the label on the masterboard. Once the masterboard is cut into tags or journaling cards. One more. All right. See? We have a gel print. We have a stamped label. And we have a fussy cut that wasn't used yet. I kind of like the darker green though. And ta-da! We've had fun making ink that we already had, and using stencils I already had, stamping, and then putting on a fussy cut. And if I can find, and I'm sure I will, some flowers, I'll add it to it. So on Friday, come on back and you'll see completed masterboards, and we'll make some tags and journaling cards out of the completed mismatch using up leftovers. Hey, you can do that in the craft room and the kitchen. It's Lori at Positive Thanks Living, and I make things with paper. The name Positive Thanks Living means something. I want to live with optimism and with gratitude, and I'm happy to do it with you. Please join me. Thank you for all the new subscribers, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.